Do you want to know how to sell a digital ebook online in just 24 hours and make up to $7,459 per month? In this video, I'll show you how to create your ebook, sell your ebook, and use platforms like YouTube and email marketing to get results quickly. If you've been dreaming of creating consistent passive income with your very own ebook, then this video is for you. Okay, so what exactly is a digital ebook and why do I think it makes for the best first digital product for you to sell? An ebook is a digital PDF that you can use to teach your readers how to overcome a certain pain point or obstacle to reach their desired goal. These are simple to create, fast to create, you can make them for free, and you can even host them online for free using something like Google Drive. And of course, the best part of a digital ebook or a digital product of any kind is you just have to create it once and you can sell it over and over and over. You don't have any inventory or shipping costs or anything like that. So this makes this very, very scalable. In fact, I made $7,459 in 1 month from one single digital ebook. And all I did was identify a single problem that my audience was having and then provide them with a step-by-step solution path within the ebook. We're about to move on to how to actually create your ebook in 24 hours or less, but I want you to write this down. Write down to start brainstorming different ideas, things that you're passionate about, things that you're knowledgeable about, things that you have overcome. These don't need to be big, grandiose things. This could be that you taught yourself how to meal prep, or you know how to repair things around the house, or you did a hobby like pottery or horseback riding and you love it and now you want to teach beginners. You don't need to be an expert at something. You just need to know a little bit more than who you are trying to teach. Okay, so how do you actually create your ebook in 24 hours or less? The first thing you want to do is to start outlining. So now that you've come up with your ebook idea, you want to start an outline. So where is your reader going to be when they purchase your ebook, and where do you want them to be at the end of your ebook? Now, the key is to not teach something massive. You don't want to teach people like how to start and scale a business successfully, like in a little ebook, right? You want to teach something specific. So for example, my best-selling ebook that made me over $500,000 in revenue was called Model Call. Now, this ebook was for photographers, but it didn't teach them how to start their business and grow their business and do everything, right? It just taught them one specific marketing technique to help them get more clients. Do you see how that is really focused to help them overcome one obstacle, not a million obstacles, right? Now, this is the absolute best thing to do to make sure that your ebook will actually sell and that it's easy to create. So again, once you think of your topic, think of where is your reader going to be before they start reading your ebook, and where do you want them to be after? What one pain point do you want to solve for them inside of your ebook? Then what you want to do is ask yourself, what are the milestones that they're going to need to go through to get from the starting point to the end point? And those are going to become the sections of your ebook. Now, you can go into ChatGPT to get assistance with this. You can say, hey, I'm going to write an ebook on this. I'm going to help people go from here to here. What are the different steps or things I should address? What should the index look like for this ebook? Then once you have the bullet points or chapters or index, whatever you want to call it for the ebook, then you want to actually write it. This is also where ChatGPT is going to come in very handy. You can literally take every single heading of every section and say, hey, ChatGPT, please write for my ebook this section. And you could say, please write this in the voice of XYZ and, explain who you are and what type of voice you want. Like, for example, for me, when I use ChatGPT to write my YouTube scripts, I say, write these YouTube scripts in the voice of a millennial woman. And I'll also say things like make them a little funny or make them a little serious or like whatever that is. So it's really important to be as specific as possible to the ChatGPT bot to get the best results. Now, once you have your ebook written in just like a Google Doc, this is where you want to go into Canva to actually design the Google Doc. Now, it's not actually necessary. You could literally just export your Google Doc as a PDF and sell it in plain black and white, and that's fine. And as long as the information's good and delivers on the promise that you're promising them, then that's totally fine. But I know a lot of people want to make sure that it matches their branding or just looks appealing, right? So what I do is I go into Canva and there are tons of ebook templates. Adjust it to your colors, put different images. You can use stock photos, whatever you want. And then you simply just copy and paste the text from the document into Canva. It's literally that easy. And then you can export that Canva design as a PDF right onto your desktop. And now you're probably wondering, well, how do I host it? How do I actually get it to somebody once it's made? Like, how do I actually get it to somebody who buys it? And what you want to do is you can host it in something like Google Drive. And what I do is I use a software called System.io to run my entire business. So I build my checkout pages on System.io. And when somebody goes and purchases, say, an ebook from me, then we have it automatically set up within System.io to email the link to the ebook. So you simply create an email and you take the share link from Google Drive and you put it in the email, and then you automate it with the checkout page. There are tons of instructions in System.io's help center on their website on how to set this up. And basically someone fills out your checkout page, they purchase, then an email is automatically sent with the hosting link that you have in Google Drive. And if you're enjoying this video and you want my full masterclass from everything from how to find your digital product idea, to create it, sell it, to create consistent passive income, then go in the first link in the description below this video and you can register for my full masterclass, which is an on-demand free training right now. Okay, now let's get into what you all came here for, and that is how to sell your ebook. Now, I know there are a ton of videos on YouTube to sell on places like Gumroad or Etsy or Amazon. And I personally don't recommend any of those. I don't like to build my business on someone else's platform. Not only that, but they have listing fees and there's also tons of competition on those platforms. And in order to stand out, they want you to do things like pay for ads on their platform. Think about it. They're a business. They make money from ads. That's exactly what they're trying to get you to do. So how I have sold my digital products since 2014 and how I still sell them today is to my own following online. No, I was not born with a following and you aren't either. And anyone can start their own following at any time. So all you have to do is decide, I'm going to start my own following, and then go for it. It really can be that easy. So for me, I recommend YouTube. Everyone I talk to, I'm like, start a YouTube. Yes, it is work to learn it. It's a new skill to learn. But guess what? If building a 6 or 7 figure business was easy, then everyone would have one. But it is, of course, work, and you're going to need an audience to sell your digital products to. And this way you own your business. You might not own the platform, but I'll share with you in a second how you can own your audience. And that way you don't have to worry about getting shut down. Like, let's say you're on Amazon, you're paying their fees, you're paying for ads, and then they just decide to shut you down, or they decide to sell their own product with an Amazon brand. I've known many people who've put products on Amazon, and then Amazon comes out with their own version and their product doesn't sell anymore. So build your business on your own land, right? So what I do is I put out videos every single week here on YouTube. And then throughout the video, I mention freebies, just like I did earlier. You put in your name and your email so we can deliver you the freebie and it gets you on our email list. Now, email marketing is 40 times more effective than social media alone. So my whole thing is grow your social following and get new leads and people there, and then move everyone to your email list, and then you can sell via email. It really is that simple. You don't need a ton of complicated steps. And yes, I know the hard part is growing your audience, but guess what? All you have to do is start. Lots of people every single day start their own followings and have success with it, and you can too. Okay, so now how do you turn your followers into actual buyers? Now, of course, one way you can do this is you can put a link to your digital product in the description of your YouTube video or whatever social media platform you choose. However, you are going to make way more sales by using email marketing. So again, do the freebie, get people on your email list. And if you want to know what a freebie is and how that all works, go in the description below this video. I have a list of different freebies. You can put in your name and email, you can subscribe, get the freebies, and like see how it all works. I feel like that's kind of the best way to see it if you've never subscribed to a freebie before, although I'm assuming most of you watching this have. So once people are on my email list, I actually have a 9-month-long automated email sequence. Now, I know that might sound overwhelming, and I didn't start with 9 months long, and you don't need to either. I started with first a 5-day welcome email series. So when someone gets on my email list, they get 1 email every day for 5 days. And this is just welcoming them into my world, introducing myself, sharing with them what I can help them with. And of course, the last couple of emails have calls to action to take my free training, which leads them to my membership Freedom Creator Club. For you, I would just have the call to action be to a checkout page to an ebook, because an ebook is a really great digital product to get started with. Then after that, I have 30 days of nurture. So they're getting 1 email per week for 30 days. That's just like, hey, check out this video or this podcast or this helpful thing. Then I have another promotion. So I have 5 days of buy my thing, basically. So you could have 5 days of emails promoting your ebook. And then I have 30 days of nurture. And then I have a promotion. So I sort of, go back and forth between nurturing and promoting. And now what I would recommend for you is just start with a 5-day welcome sequence. That's all you need. And then you can add more emails as you go. You could even start sending emails manually and then add them into your automated sequence to build it over time. I'm all about little steps to building a big business foundation. Okay, so now let's talk about how do you scale your digital product business. Now, scaling sounds really complicated in, corporate or whatever, but honestly, with digital products, it's pretty easy because you can sell an unlimited amount. So essentially what that means is in order to get more sales, you really just need more traffic. Of course, your product needs to actually sell, like you need to have a good conversion rate. For example, if you're not selling anything and you add more traffic, you're just going to scale 0, right? But let's say for every 100 people you sell 2 ebooks, then obviously you want more and more hundreds of people to sell more and more ebooks. And that's essentially it, is like get more traffic, right? Keep growing your YouTube, keep growing your email list, keep selling digital products. This is my exact business model, and this is why I like it. It's simple. It allows for tons of freedom. It's not complicated. Anyone can do this, and everyone has knowledge inside of them that they can use to help others. Literally anyone. And creating, selling, and scaling a digital ebook has literally never been easier because of things like ChatGPT and YouTube. Not to mention you'll be selling your ebooks with YouTube, but you can also get monetized on YouTube to make money from AdSense. You can also get brand deals. You can also make money from affiliates. Like there are so many reasons to grow on YouTube and sell digital products. And now that you know how to sell your own digital ebook, you might be wondering how to create your own digital ebook in 24 hours or less. Now, we went over this a little bit in this video, but my next video goes over it more in detail. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this video next here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be way more powerful. See you in the next video.